Hey everyone, this is Ross Ratty, and I'm going to do a little video for you guys today on up potting your fruit trees. So I just got a fruit tree in the mail, a fig tree in the mail from a friend of mine, and it's a variety called Izmir, which I'm very excited about. I have a couple grafts of this myself, probably somewhere around another tree of this there'll be, and then another graft of this on a different tree on a limb. I think it's going to be a variety well worth having. And you can see here, this is how he shipped it. So he put it into this 5" by 5" by 36 size box. This is really nice for plants. And then what he did was he actually put this box into this box to give it a little bit more protection that way. This is slightly larger. And then he put the stake in the box, which is the entire length of the box here. So this prevents the plant from moving anywhere. And it fit real nice and snug in this size here. This is just like a perfect size, I think, for somebody shipping air layers or somebody shipping plants that are not too big. It's not going to break the bank, and I think he definitely succeeded on that. So he actually did graft this, which is really cool. But it's in a grow bag, and grow bags I'm not really a huge fan of. You can definitely get away with using them at this smaller size here, because nothing's really going to dry out too quickly in this size. But when you have a really mature tree in a grow bag at the 5-gallon size, so these are my 5-gallon size trees, and you'll note that they're all in plastic because I had bad experiences with having a pretty maturely sized tree that just uptakes lots of water and uptakes lots of nutrients. It just wasn't suitable for them growing in a grow bag. Now I do use plenty of the grow bags, you can see down here, in a larger size. So this I will do. So 10-gallon and up I will use the grow bags. But anything below that, that's a mature tree. So if you're using something that's a 5-gallon and it's a mature tree, I just don't like them. And I can get into the details and the specifics of that even further in a separate video, but for now let's stick to this. So we're going to be up potting it here into this plastic 5-gallon container. We have our soil. This is just natural. It's a soil conditioner. It works really well because it's very well draining. It's also pretty nutritious and has a nice structure to it. So that's really cool. Now the next step here is actually to get this tree out of this grow bag, and that's the other downside, I guess, to the grow bag, is that they're really tough to get out of there, and when you get them out of there it actually can cause a bit of a problem. So I like to cut them, and I'm only really doing this with one hand. I don't have my tripod with me right now, but we're gonna cut that bag. Hopefully that's enough to hopefully not disturb this root system. Again, I'm doing this with one hand. This would be much better if I was using two. And we're just gonna try to get this tree out of here without damaging it. Sorry guys, I had to use a second hand there for just a second. Yeah, I mean, grabbing this by the top here is a bad idea. So we wanna really take this from the bottom and get this bag off. You can see I'm already losing lots of soil. I mean, it's a very well draining mix that he's got it in with bigger pieces, but that's really not too beneficial. So we're very carefully, we're taking this out, and now we're putting it into the larger size here, and that's it. So we're just gonna let that sit there. We could put this excess soil here in the container. I don't mind using his soil. It looks pretty nice, pretty well draining. And then we'll just fill in here the rest. Something to note is that we want to keep this graft union here above the top of the soil. So I may have to adjust this a little bit, but we're just simply trying to get this in here at the appropriate level, and we want to make sure that it's not on an angle too much. We want to grow this thing straight up, straight as narrow, so that we have no weird, funky problems in years from now. And that's kind of it, guys. So we're just filling this in here. So you can see, if I get in here, the graft union's kind of getting closer now to being covered. So we're going to lift that up just a little bit. Keep adding more soil. Sorry guys, it's pretty tough to do with one hand. But we're almost there. So we've kind of got a good amount of soil in there, right? But I think we're not really done, because what we want to do here is we want to actually shake this thing a little bit, tamp it down a little bit, and the soil will actually settle that way. And you'll get a situation where there's a lot more room to grow in this particular pot than we had originally thought. So I still don't like the fact that this is so, I hate pulling on this, but it needs to be done. Just pull it gently up a little higher, so that the graft union is above there. And that's what we'll do. We're going to add more soil again. So overall, not bad, I think. We'll give it another little shake here, and you can see that the soil settles quite nicely. We still have plenty of room to add more soil, but what the most important thing here is in this bucket, which is the mulch and the amendments and the fertilizer. So in here I have all kinds of, I have two different types of mulch. We have rice hulls and we have wood chips. We have our fertilizer, which is a slow release fertilizer with lots of micronutrients. We also added in lime and gypsum, and then lastly diatomaceous earth. So I have, I don't know, about 2/4 cup worth of fertilizer, 1/4 cup of the lime and the gypsum, and 1/4 cup of the diatomaceous earth. And that's it, guys. That is the process. Not too bad, right? Now do this for about 200 trees. 200 more trees, and then come back to me. But anyway, guys, that's it. So last thing to do, I guess we can give it a little shake, get this to settle a little bit, and then we should water it in, and then we're done. So hopefully you guys bear with me on that. I know that was probably a little slow of a video, but that's the process of what I go through when I'm up potting my trees. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll catch you for the next one. All right, take care.